Kidd Kraddick in the morning.
The Showbiz Top 5.
Hey, it's Kellie Rasberry with your Showbiz Top 5 for Thursday. It's September the 9th. Susan Boyle flew into LA from England yesterday just to appear on America's Got Talent. She was rehearsing with a 100-piece children's choir. They were going to sing Perfect Day by Lou Reed. But then at the last minute, NBC got word that Lou Reed wasn't giving permission to Susan to sing a song because he's not a fan of Susan Boyle's. She broke down in tears, so upset that she just left, got on a plane and flew back to the UK. So sad to see this morning that Rich Cronin, the lead singer of LFO, has passed away, only 35 years old. You might remember LFO, they had that huge hit Summertime Girls, which Rich actually wrote. It was big for them back in '99, but in 2005 he was diagnosed with leukemia, and he battled it on and off for years, went into remission a few times, but the leukemia was back, and his brother said he suffered a stroke yesterday and died in the hospital. So our hearts go out to Rich's family. He was such a great guy. I hate to hear that happening. Tom Brady was involved in a two-car accident this morning as he was driving into work at the football stadium. Happened about 6:30 this morning. His black Audi and a minivan ended up in an accident. I don't know whose fault it was or what happened, but we understand the jaws of life had to be brought in to get the other guy out of his car. Tom was really shaken up, but he told paramedics there, "I'm not hurt, I'm fine." So he went on to the football stadium because, you know, got to get ready for Sunday. But yeah, really scary stuff this morning for him. A tell-all book by a former photographer for Girls Gone Wild has some pretty scandalous stuff in there. This guy says that Paris Hilton once smuggled illegal drugs into Europe by putting the drugs in a cigarette carton and shoving them into an orifice. And we can only imagine which orifice she chose. Now, somebody is suing to block the release of this book, and that would be Joe Francis from Girls Gone Wild. He said this guy signed confidentiality agreements, both written and made oral agreements as well, and this guy says, "No, I didn't," and he wants to release that book, and I bet it would be a pretty big seller, pretty juicy stuff in there. Now, Britney Spears' former bodyguard has filed a lawsuit against her, claiming all sorts of stuff. We heard about this threat of a lawsuit several months ago, but now it's just finally actually going to court with it, I guess, or at least filing the legal paperwork. His name is Fernando Flores. He only worked for her for like 6 months, but he claims during that time Britney walked around naked in front of him all the time, tried to seduce him, that she borrowed his belt to try to beat her kids. Well, Kevin Federline, you know, he hears these things, he's going to check it out, and his attorney says, "We investigated these claims. We didn't find any basis to it," because obviously if Kevin thought his sons were in any danger, he would seek to, you know, amend the visitation. He would do something to protect his boys. So they think this is all about the money, and I guess we'll find out when this thing finally goes to court, unless the guy settles, which probably is the case. And that's your Showbiz Top 5.
Check out more blogs, pics, videos, and celebrity gossip, all at KidLive.com.